In this video, we're going to look at configuring our inputs, patching them, and giving them a name. By touching the I/O button on either screen, followed by the Inputs tab at the top of the screen, we can see our 64 input channels and where they're patched from. By default, these channels are patched from the S-Link port, but if you wish, you can choose to take them from the local inputs or one of the I/O card slots. Touch the tab for the source you'd like to select. This will then display a grid with sources along the top of the screen and destinations down the side. To patch a source to a destination, touch and hold the patch button, followed by touching the cross point between the source and the destination on the grid. To patch multiple sources to destinations quickly, whilst holding the patch button, drag your finger diagonally up or down on the grid. Touching and holding the options, followed by the overlay on the grid, allows access to the I/O patching options. Here we can enable and disable options such as confirm when reassigning, which will alert you if the input you are patching to is already sourced from another socket, only patch when the patch button is pressed, the mode we've been working in. This makes it harder to inadvertently change the patch of the console whilst moving around the screen. Use full screen for input-output patching allows you to make use of the full width of the screen, or by disabling it allows you to continue to see the last 4 channels in the fader bank or the master section if enabled. Finally, allow multiple tabs will not close one I/O tab when opening another, displaying multiple items at the same time. Touching the channel on the left will allow you to name and colour your channel. This is also where we can save and recall input channel libraries. Touching the colour above the keyboard assigns that channel a colour that's visible in the name area and in the top left area of the screen when that channel is selected. The naming options can be reached by touching this area whenever it's visible. To stereo an input channel, touch Setup, Config, then Input Stereos. Please be aware that this will cause a short break in the audio for the whole console as this change is applied. Alternatively, you can gang 2 or more channel attributes together by touching Ganging and assigning those inputs to a gang. You can choose which attributes are ganged before pressing Apply. This will not cause a break in the audio.